Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is my second video in my new lighting. Things have been moved, tweaked ever so slightly, so thank you for your patience with that. A couple weeks back, I asked over on my community tab, pay attention to the community tab if you're a subscriber, if you wanted to see swatches of the new MAC Strobe cream launch and the liquid blush launch. I received it in PR. I have all the shades. It got 3 likes. I'm assuming that means we all want to see it. So that's what this week's video is. I did not forget. It just got a little bit delayed. I had to make an executive decision last week and do my new makeup releases instead of doing the arm swatches. So it's a bit of a quick video. The other thing is I don't want to just post PR for the sake of posting PR. Like, I have now had a long amount of time playing with these blushes and creams. So I have thoughts and opinions on top of just showing you product. So let me get it. So these are all of the liquid blushes and these are the new strobe creams. The only 2 strobe creams I have, I can't compare the strobe-ness of them to the original 2 shades. I know for sure one of the original shades was Pink Light. I used it before in the past. Nothing that you would see on this channel, just in general. Strobe cream had a resurgence when I was getting into makeup. Not that it ever really went away, but these are the new shades. They basically reformulated the base of strobe cream, if that makes sense. So there's now more skincare ingredients, including hyaluronic acid and ceramides inside of the formula. For the strobe creams, they're made in the USA with a 24-month shelf life after opening, and it is a 50 milliliter tube. Unlike the strobe blushes, this is the lightest color. This is Lightning, and this one is made in Canada with a 24-month shelf life after opening. It has a doe foot applicator and it picks up a lot of product. That's one thing I don't love about these liquid blushes. Like today, this is the blush combo I did today, which was a full doe foot of each shade, and you need half a doe foot. And I have a lot of cheek and I only need half a doe foot. So I wish the actual applicator picked up less product. So because these 2 products are now more of a skin caring formula, if you have a lot of skincare allergies, make sure you double check the MAC Cosmetics website. Double, triple, quadruple check the ingredients for the formulas. I'm gonna do UV light and bronze light on this arm, and I'm gonna save my beautiful left arm for all of the liquid blushes. Where should I go? I'll just go here. It has a much finer needle applicator now on the new packaging, which is lovely because you really get to control how much comes out. That's about the same amount for each cream. Excuse my beautiful bruise. I have no idea where that came from. But this is bronze light on the bottom. It's just a cream. It's not sticky. It's not tacky. Now with this finger, I'm gonna do the UV light. Connect it a little bit so you can see. On my skin, the UV light is a little bit prettier, but the bronze light is not too bad. Oh. Had to kill a fly. The bronze light isn't too bad. I discussed it in my last video. It's more of a rose gold. It's not really a bronze. But my skin is so pale, you can't really see the bronze light. But if you like that alien glow, UV light. Now for this isn't all of them. There's 3 I can't fit in my hand. For these swatches of these, I'm gonna swatch them out and then we'll discuss. So we have Lightning, Ice Gleam, Apricot Jelly, Unsweetened, Lava Light, Good Vibes, Magic Aura, Night Light, Plummy Bear. So this is all of the colors. Now, you may be panicking and thinking these look way too pigmented for myself. But on my cheeks today, I actually have Magic Aura, the purple, and Plummy Bear. So the actual formula of these, I'll show you, they blend out to a different color than what the swatch shows, if that makes sense. Because this Plummy Bear and this Plummy Bear don't look at all similar. So you kind of, let's go in Which one else? What else is scary? This one. What was above Good Vibes? Lava Light. Where should we put her? Let's put her here. So Lava Light Swatch, Lava Light Blended, right? It's a much lighter formulation than what the Swatch gives. So if you go into your nearest MAC location and you're swatching these and you're kind of like, this is scary because you might be used to other liquid blushes that have too much pigment, don't be scared of these. Now, for my favorites. I would say, honestly, this bottom chunk are my favorites. This whole top section is a little bit too warm leaning. There's not that much cool colors unless you go into the deeper shades. Like you can see on my face today, the Aura Dew and Plummy Bear, they sheer out a lot. And they sheer out even more if you put powder on top, like a setting powder. It really cuts down on the pigmentation. For Aura Dew, you can see there are blue particles in it, hopefully. I will only be able to see if I got this when I'm editing. But once it's blended, you can't really tell that there are blue particles on your face. They blend away into nothing, so that is also something that you don't have to be too scared of with these blushes. But do be careful if you're fair and you're using Magic Aura, because if you're standing far away, it can come off a little bit like a bruise, so just use with caution. I definitely went way too aggressive when I first started playing with these products, and it went a little bruisey. As for the blendability, these are all very blendable blushes because it is this strobe formula. Truly, it is more like a heavily, for what it is, it's like a heavily pigmented cream. It's not really a makeup product, if that makes sense. Like, it's like they took this formula, they thickened it up a little bit, and they put in way more pigment. I would love to see an extension into like cooler tone shades, grayer shades. I will never use the apricot jelly. This is orange. Even the two highlightery blushes, the very light ones, they're still a little bit too pigmented. This has a little bit too much orange in it and warmth. I would love to see them come out with a baby sister of Good Vibes in this kind of a paler shade. But yeah, other than that, I think this is a fabulous launch from MAC. I'm happy that they left the strobe alone and they didn't really touch it when it comes to the effect that it gives on the face. The best of all, if you are very, very fair, this is just Bioderma. Very minimal staining. The only one that stains ever so slightly is Good Vibes, that hot fuchsia. You give it some elbow grease, it goes away, and that was also not an oil-based cleanser. This is just a micellar water. So with an oil-based cleanser and the times that I have worn Good Vibes, which is most of the time, there's no staining on my face. But yeah, that is this week's video. I hope I provided some helpful information. I know this was very fast after last week where I asked how long you want videos to be. I know this was very, very quick. I'm so sorry, but I did want to get this video out there for the few people who did ask me to make a video about these products. Hopefully the next time I see you, I will have a full-length video. Maybe new products, maybe not. We'll have to see. If you liked this video, subscribe so I can pop up in your feed more often. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Both are Claire Cuckoo as well. On Instagram, I do post makeup breakdowns of everything I have on my face, and it is in a little highlight. So you may find Instagram a little bit more interesting. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye.